uplifting story about hope, resilience, optimism. This is former Marine Sergeant Craig Grossi and Fred,
Yeah.
the stray dog who is just chilling out right now.
Yeah.
You actually met in Afghanistan, right? Now explain. Well, first of all, you tell it all about it in a book. Let's mention the book first.
Sure.
It's called Craig and Fred: A Marine, a Stray Dog, and How They Rescued Each Other. And talk about how the two of you met, first of all.
Sure, yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of the story, because we were in an area called Sangin. It was in Helmand Province, and we had seen over a week of just really intense engagements, and we were just trying to hold this little base that we had made for ourselves overnight.
So you're on the battlefield.
Yeah, the Taliban were coming at us with everything they had, and looking around after things kind of calmed down, after they realized we weren't going anywhere. It was a real stark, kind of hot, real harsh place, but I saw this really positive, like kind of goofy dog trotting around this base that we had made, and he was so different from everything around him, and I couldn't help myself. The kid in me that always wanted a dog of his own kind of took over the controls, and I found myself walking over to him, and he did something that to this day has had a profound impact on me, because he was hot and hungry and covered in bugs, but as I got a little closer to him, he started to wag his tail, which really surprised me. Yeah, because he had nothing to wag his tail about back then.
Sweet Fred, and you two kind of go around sharing your message now.
Yeah.
Because not only so you all stuck together.
Right.
I guess while you were there, everybody wound up loving him.
Exactly.
How'd you get him back to the U.S.? Because I heard it's kind of a funny story.
Yeah,
a secretive story.
It is. Yeah, it was definitely one of those forgiveness rather than permission situations. But the first step was getting him off the battlefield back to this place called Camp Leatherneck, where we were coming and going from a lot.
Okay.
And that really required something pretty daring from Fred, because I wanted to see, the last little sign, the last little thing from him was if he followed me to the helicopter, if he actually tried to come with us when we extracted.
You didn't want to just take him.
No,
you wanted to know that this dog wants to be with me.
Yeah, and because I didn't have a plan really from there. But yeah, if he followed me through the dust and the noise and everything towards the helicopter, I would do my part. And so when he did, I stuffed him in a duffel bag. And
a duffel bag.
Yeah, my buddy and I carried it, and we ran up the back of the helicopter with him. And so Fred, I don't know if any other dog can say this, but he went on a helicopter ride before he ever went on a car ride.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And it took several different people. It took a vet. It took lots of different people who to get him here to to your family.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, it was people from really unexpected places stepped up in really big ways.
And he got back before you did.
Yeah, he beat me home by a couple months, and my dad took care of him until I got home, which I think is hilarious, because my dad wouldn't let me have a dog when I was a kid, because he said he would end up walking it. But
Hey,
that's
Dad,
exactly
I'm sending you a dog.
yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Well, isn't that funny? And then when you got back, you kind of went through a tough time. I mean, you suffered from post-traumatic stress.
Yeah.
And you believe that, you think that Fred got you through.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. And he still is. There's still lots of ways that he's, kind of saving me back, and one of the biggest ways is just realizing how important our story is. And the fact that, I made it home because I had a close call, a couple close calls, and the fact that I was able to get Fred home when there were so many ways it could have gone wrong. It's our duty now to share our story, and we're just excited to be here in Texas and sharing it with everybody we meet.
Love the story, and I love the bandana too. He's got a Texas bandana, so he's ready. And you guys are going to be signing. Well, both of you aren't going to be, but you'll be signing your.
Well,
books.
actually, we have a paw print stamp that we signed. Yeah, it's Fred's paw.
Cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to take place at the Hood County Library in Granbury, also on Saturday afternoon at the South Lake Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
We'll put a link to your site, Craig, on our website.
Great.
On the website, and it's Fred the Afghan, right?
Yeah, Fred the Afghan.
So that's the website.
On social media and our website and everything.
All right. We'll put all the details, fox4news.com. Look at him.